it's great to still be playing. Anytime you can advance in postseason play, it's huge. I think this is just such a tremendous opportunity for our team, but also for our program and for the growth and the future of our program. But right now we're focused on what's ahead, and that's Campbell on Monday. We beat a good team tonight. Akron is a good team out of a very, very good conference that sent 7 teams to postseason, and offensively they are really difficult to guard. And the fact that we were able to hold them to 59 points and really outside of I thought the first quarter we came out really sluggish. It looked like we had been off 7 days, and it took us a little while to kind of settle down and get back into the flow of things. But I thought Anacia came in and Keisha came in off the bench and just gave us a huge, huge lift. And then we finally settled down and started getting defensive stops and started getting out in transition and scoring in the paint, and that just opened everything up for us. So just a really good win, and feels great to be able to continue on with this team.
Or did you make any changes at the end of the first quarter? Anacia and Keisha come out and score, I think, the first 11. It's an 11-0 run where you kind of get to double digits and kind of create that separation. You alter anything?
Yeah.
Or
Defensively, we started switching every screen because we just couldn't stay with them. They run what we call chin action, where they set the post at the high post and they're cutting off the post and back doors, and it's just a lot of action within their offense. And they do a really, really good job of running their offense, of reading their offense. It's not patterned, so if you think they're going to do something and you try to take that away, they counter it very, very well. And so we were getting hung up on screens, weren't getting through screens, and to be able to go to our switching defense, I thought made all the difference. And then also, when you play a switching man, you have to have certain personnel on the floor, and so we had to have a smaller lineup on the floor, and Nacy can guard guards, and I thought she did a tremendous job within our defense of anchoring our defense and also switching onto those guards and taking the 3 away, but also keeping them in front.
Looked like early they wanted to go inside to their bigs. What were you thinking defensively? I thought you did a pretty good job. Was there anything defensively you were trying to stop with them inside? Or?
Well, their go-to player is number 11, Megan Sefcik. She's second team All-MAC conference. She averages 17 points a game, and you saw her. She's a phenomenal scorer. She's a great shooter, but she's not just a shooter. She can, if you take the 3 away, she can drive, she can shoot the pull-up, she can get to the rim. She is a really difficult matchup, and she scored 21 on us, but she had to shoot it 20 times to do that. And so I thought we did a decent job on her, but then I didn't think we let anybody else really get going and hurt us. But we knew we had to just be really solid defensively, and then we felt like another area that we could really attack them in was on the boards. And you don't hear me say that much because our strength has not been rebounding all year, but we felt like this was a game coming in where we could control the boards, and we had to control the boards. And, we out-rebounded them. This may be a record for us this year. We out-rebounded them. What was it, 23?
Wow.
Yeah, 23. We were plus 23 on the boards.
Is that technique, or is that just effort?
I think it's effort.
Yeah.
And they're not a team that crashes the boards real hard. So I'm not necessarily surprised that we held them to 7 offensive boards, but what I thought we did a great job of, we had 17 offensive boards. And Nacy had 3 of those, but we also had a lot of other players that really crashed the boards hard. And so, we had 14 second chance points. That's not something you see from us every single night. And so I thought our defense and our rebounding was the difference in this game. And then when we were able to get stops, we were able to get out in transition. And I thought we did a really good job. I thought this one right here ran the floor like we beg our post to run the floor every single day. And she did such a tremendous job in transition and getting out on our fast break. So, I thought we did the things, the kids executed the game plan, and I got to credit Coach Walls. We found out at 9 o'clock on Monday night who we were playing, and we walk in Tuesday morning and she's got a game plan, she's got an idea of what we need to do, and just did a tremendous job with the scouting report. And then credit our kids, because you can put together, as a coach, you can put together the best scouting report there is, but if your players don't execute it, then it doesn't work. And I thought our kids did a great job of sticking to the game plan and executing it tonight.
What about your bench? I think you tripled them in bench play.
Yeah,
You've always said all
Yes.
year that it's more
Yeah.
than just a start.
Yeah, we got back to doing that. We outscored them 39-12 from our bench, and that, when we were having a lot of success throughout the season, you look down and that was a constant. The rebounding might not have been a constant, but the bench play and the bench production when we have success was a constant, and that is definitely a strength of our team.
And Nancy, talk about the fact that you're a senior and you're junior.
Yeah.
You're still playing.
Hey, she's got another year, okay? So don't
Don't take her out yet.
don't take her out yet.
Just talk about being able to still be playing. There's so many teams that are done.
Coach Rose talk about it all the time. We could be the team that's sitting at home, but we're not. We got this great opportunity to play again. And it's not a bigger tournament that we're in, but it's a tournament. We're still playing. So any opportunity that we get, we need to seize the moment and just go after it.
Are you a little motivated? Because starting the second quarter, you were like possessed. In a good way. You just were really going after balls. And are you kind of extra motivated to?
I am.
Yeah.
This is the first time I got to finish a whole season, and to be able to keep playing after the postseason, I'm very motivated, and I want to continue to play. So, yes.
I've said this several times throughout the year, just the respect and admiration that I have for her, and just how big her heart is, because I'm telling you, most people don't know her story, and if you weren't here every day for the last 3 years, and I have to credit Coach Davis and his staff. We wouldn't have her if they had not found her and signed her. But she went through a lot her freshman year. Didn't even play her freshman year. Ended up redshirting. And so a lot of people don't know everything that this young woman has gone through just to be able to do what she's doing this year. And most kids would have quit. They would have, but because of all that she had to fight through, and it looked very bleak at times. But she loves the game, she loves her teammates, and what was so cool was not only the way she played tonight, but to be able to recognize her for not only breaking the single season shot block record, but shattering. She shattered the shot block record, and to be able to recognize her for that before the game was really special, and I thought she played with extreme confidence tonight.
Tell me a little bit about Kim. I'm sure you guys have started a little bit to find out about him. Know much about him yet, or are you going in?
Well, obviously, we're working ahead. My assistants are, not me, but I believe Coach Allie has that scout, and I know she's probably got it sitting on my desk right now. I don't look ahead a whole lot, but we had to be prepared. I do know this. They play in a good league. They're in the Big South, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they pulled several upsets to get to the championship of their league. I think they maybe played Radford. I may be mistaken about that, but I think they were in the championship game of their conference tournament, and so I think they shoot the three pretty well. And anybody that's left at this time of the year is going to be a very formidable opponent, and especially going in to their gym on their home floor. I'm sure it's going to be a great environment, and this is great experience for us as well, to have to go on the road and play in postseason. Our ultimate goal is to be in the NCAA tournament, and that's where we want to be. And we didn't get there this year, but we've got an opportunity to play for a championship still. And there's only 3 teams at the end of this year that are gonna end the year with a win and end the year with a trophy, and that's the national champion, the WNIT champion, and the WBI champion. So we're really excited and honored to be in this tournament. We're very appreciative that the WBI chose us, especially from where we were this time last year. I'm sure I don't have to remind you, we were sitting at home with 7 wins this time last year. So to look at where we have come, I'm not ready to do that yet because I still want to be in the moment, and there's still a lot of basketball to be played. But we definitely don't take this opportunity lightly or take it for granted.
You've done this several years in tournament settings and stuff. What's the key when you get to this level? What's the common denominator of successful teams in tournaments?
Well, I think there's 2 things. I think one, I think you have to have such a connection and a bond in that locker room that you don't want it to end. That there's such a bond and chemistry in that locker room that you just want to keep playing, and whatever you have to do to, whether it's win the rebounding war by plus 23 when that's not your strength, or whether it's to defend a really, really good team all night long. You have to want to keep playing, and that comes with the chemistry and connection that a team has built. And then I think too, guard play is extremely important, not in the sense of they have to do all the scoring, okay? Because we obviously, we're sitting here, and Anacia was our highest scorer tonight, but you also look down, we had 19 assists. Now, I don't like that we necessarily had 14 turnovers, okay? But you got to take care of the basketball during this time of the year. Your guard play has to be really solid, really confident, be able to knock down perimeter shots as well, and get the ball where it needs to go. And at this time of the year, that is really, really important.
Just one question for me, Coach. You mentioned the transition points, the 20 points off the turnovers. Did you feel like, with them being kind of a bigger team, did you feel like you were able to kind of maybe tire them out a little bit in that second quarter?
Yeah, that was also one of our keys, Nate, was to attack and tempo to get into their bench. I think they only had 10 players, and while their players are very good, their bench was not that deep. And so it was, and ours is, and that's our strength. And we had to play to our strength. And I thought we also did a great job of that by attacking and getting to the free throw line. We got them in foul trouble. Not only did I feel like our pace kind of wore on them a little bit, I felt like we were able to get them in foul trouble, which was really, really important. And when we got to that third quarter, I think it was late in the third quarter, we had a big run in the second, and then we had another big run late in the third quarter, I think a 12-0 run, and I thought that did have a lot to do with our depth.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.